Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about localizers, Western localizers again, having their way with Japanese media.
That sounds so wrong.
So there's an anime series called You and I Are Polar Opposites on Crunchyroll. And of course, we've got Western localizers taking some liberties with the translations. And this comes a day after we talked about this other localizer, Katrina Leonidakis, who has apparently gone private on Blue Sky because they've gotten so much backlash.
What's this? The actions for my consequences for my actions.
Yeah, so she was basically calling for fans to bully Japanese companies into letting Western localizers and Western union actors work for them, bully them.
That's what she said, literally said,
bully them. Bully them. Send emails shaming them. Comment how you will never buy their games again. Call their customer support line. This probably was about Mega Man because they said they weren't going to work with union actors.
Hey, cultural appropriation is bad unless they're the ones doing it.
Yeah, right. So now we've moved on to this other one. This is there's a thread by Packer Girl on X. Now we have to give a hat tip to our friend Sarah who sent the link over,
Thanks,
and Chibi Reviews, I think, covered this as well. So I want to make sure we're giving proper credit. We just stumbled into this, but we can see firsthand just how many liberties they take with these shows and why, beyond the expense, why I think a lot of Japanese studios are going to rely more and more on AI to bring stuff to the West, because who wants to deal with this shit?
You got the people that localizers telling everybody to bully them.
Bully them, yeah.
Why would you care to keep their jobs in place? If they're literally going around telling people to bully and harass you to hire them, why would you do? I mean, of course you're gonna go to AI or other people to have it done, because you're not gonna want to give them a job.
Right.
Why would you give money to people who hate you?
Oh my God, you sound like one of those alt-right chuds. Why would you give money to people who hate you? But no, in this case, why would any Japanese studio hire Western localizers when they're literally calling for you to be bullied and harassed? I mean, seriously. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, get woohoo if you do.
Woo.
Now, I'm not quite sure in the backstory. Didn't you say that the creator of the series actually passed away?
Yeah, according to Sarah. I'm not familiar, so I'm not going to try to say that I am. But I guess this was basically Ouran High School Host Club before Ouran High School Host Club was a thing. And the creator, she said, died, I think, in 2023, and she wasn't that old. She's like 50.
Oh my gosh.
By the time the show's coming out and they're doing all this, she's not even around to say anything, stop it,
back.
whatever. Yeah.
And that's, we talked about another manga creator yesterday who basically was like, stop with the shipping, stop with the, theories, whatever. Like, you can do Yubu in your head, but don't demand that we change our stuff to suit you. And that's a shame. Yeah. So she can't push back. So this is coming from Packer Girl's thread. Dear localizer, stop taking your midlife crisis out on You and I Are Polar Opposites and get help. So let's see what some of these changes are. So the dub, oh God, that's so sad.
It was supposed to be how dignified and bold.
Okay, that is a complete... Okay, so just my stance on translations, localizations, is sometimes the jokes, the meanings don't land, so you do have to make some changes so it translates to the West. When you change it so it's a complete 180 from what the intention was, or you start inserting your own political bullshit into it, yeah,
because sometimes the jokes, the changes aren't that bad. Like, there's one where he said about, feeling like he wasn't strong enough, and he said about I'm being a wuss and something like that. Okay, yeah, that's what we'd say that. But this is clearly completely different. Like, how dignified and bold goes to, oh God, that's so sad. And was it don't give up on the real life Suzuki? Oh, seriously, learn to love yourself, girl.
Learn to love yourself, girl. Let's see, Jinkies.
What?
Like Jinky from Scooby-Doo.
I get it. I don't understand why that was what they put in. Okay.
Now, I will give a pass to Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories, everybody knew what they were doing. They did not give a shit. It was one of the last things that ADV did.
But you know what's funny? The people that came up with that and voiced it and wrote the shit that was very honestly would get you canceled today for most of the stuff they're saying, were the ones that were screaming about other people doing it. And were mad about Vic Mignon and other stuff. But they're the ones who were writing and doing the voice acting and Ghost Stories. And some of the stuff they said, I'm like,
Oh,
oh my
racist,
God,
misogynistic,
yeah. These same people
homophobic.
who were
Oh,
constantly
absolutely.
trying,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, cancel everybody else. They were the
Yep.
ones that literally did it.
I
And then
know.
they're like, we got to cancel everybody else for it. Oh my God, look over
Projection.
there.
Projection.
Yeah.
We're one of the good guys. I'm going to cancel you first so I
That being
look like a
said,
hero.
it's hilarious.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
hilarious. Ghost Stories is great.
I'm not offended by it at all. I think it's funny as hell. But I'm just saying, the people who made the jokes, which I think are great, would be like, oh, how dare you, and try to cancel you for doing the same thing now.
The funny thing is that Ghost Stories on we watch it on Retro Crush, but they bleep out the R word, the R slur. Like there's some slurs in there that weren't considered slurs back in the day, but they bleep them out, and it's kind of like, God, this is so weird to see a show from like, what was it, like 2000, 2001? Like it's old, quarter century, and it's too offensive for Retro Crush, which has a predominantly, I'm assuming, adult audience. It's probably seen this show before. But oh my God, guys!
They probably
oh my
have, the same type of people working there to make sure.
Yeah, they do. I know they do.
Offended.
No, I know they do. And this is like, this whole scene has been infected with activists from top to bottom. I'm going to be real here. When Retro Crush first came out, we actually were giving it all kinds of praise. I was giving all kinds of praise because I'm like, this is basically everything I used to rent from Blockbuster Video. All the old school anime that we used to watch. A lot of stuff holds up very, very well, even today. And they used to retweet me. And then they found out, apparently I heard through the grapevine that on their Discord, they found out who we were. And then they weren't allowed to retweet us anymore.
Oh, really? I didn't even know this.
Yeah. I'm like, you dumbasses. Like, I was giving you free advertising.
Well, fuck you, Retro Crush. Anyway, this is Crunchyroll too, by the way, from my understanding. So this all tracks. It's Crunchyroll.
Which is Funimation.
Look at this
all
one.
the same people.
How many more times am I going to repeat this? Is what that was supposed to say. Anyway, if I want to look like I'm going to commit murder, that's probably why.
Okay. Let's see this one. I just knew I was making a weird face. Oh no. Dub, I was making a face like I eat villagers. How could you? Well, that one.
I mean, that was not so bad, but still, like, that's your go-to? I'm eat villagers?
Male pride is such a pain. Fragile masculinity is at it again.
That's their favorite one. They use that a couple times, I guess.
Toxic males. Let's see here. True. Well, I'd rather be unfair than uncute. What? I mean, look, sometimes you do have to match up it is a dub, so you have to match the lips, the mouth movements.
Well, one word wouldn't, even if it was a couple words, that's not going to match.
Yeah. Let's see here. Wait, please delete this one. You traitor. I said kill it with fire. Well,
some of them are they're just trying to appeal to the Utes.
Now here's literally the exact opposite. No is well, yeah, duh. So we have yes and no, literally the wrong. And while we're out, if luck is on my side is now, of course, you worm and bumbling buffoon. Wait, what?
I don't even. Okay, note to you: don't do the dubs. Just read. Just go with the actual subs, and hopefully they didn't ruin that too.
The holy grail of romance. It's so cute. Camera eats first. Well, oh God. Okay, so now I'm having flashbacks to our time as Disney bloggers.
Yeah.
The kids used to get so annoyed, so we went to Disney often, and we ate at restaurants and whatever often. That was the thing we did. And they were so annoyed because we would always everybody get something different and be like, okay, well, you guys can't eat until we get pictures of it, and we have to put it on the freaking internet.
Well, this one's a stupid. Okay, I get camera eats first, but you don't have to change that. Yeah, it's so cute and you're taking a picture was totally fine. Like, there's no reason to change that one at all. And that's just dumb. Camera eats first. That's stupid. I'm sorry.
First.
Yeah, it's so cute was much better.
I think he dodged a bullet. Yeah, some of them, I mean, they really like, look, I mean, this is a tough one because I'm sitting here thinking like my introduction to anime was Battle of the Planets and Robotech. And both of those were heavily modified from the original Japanese. But that being said, that was a different time. You can't get away with jelly donut rice cakes anymore. Current year, everybody expects kind of a one-to-one translation, and they will call your ass out. We didn't know back then. We didn't know that Robotech was Macross. We didn't know Battle of the Planets was Gotcha Man. We didn't know there was a totally different
Yeah.
translation. We had no idea. They tried to bring these shows over for Western audiences, and just to get them on the air, I think sometimes they had to take a lot of liberties with them.
Yeah, Uranus and Neptune were not cousins.
Cousins, yes, they were cousins. Melvin and all this other shit. So yeah, it's there's a lot, man. There's so much going on here.
Apparently, it keeps happening. The toxic masculinity, what happens over and over again.
Oh God, and this guy who might be taking this opportunity to go after you again is, and then there's this tool casually sliding into your DMs. LOL. Dick pics. Sort of like, so you like them both then. The chocolate and vanilla swirl of hangouts. What?
That doesn't even make sense. Like some of the ones they do, they're trying to be, so look how cute and clever I am, are just downright stupid. Sometimes, honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I saw other ones that they're not here. They're other things I had, and some of them were okay. Yeah, okay, that one actually kind of works. And in that case, I'm like, okay, no big deal. But the other ones are like, what the hell?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Like, okay, so you this isn't, and honestly, this is not even close to being the most offensive dub I've ever seen. The ones where they're constantly shoehorning in or trying to change characters into making their sexuality different, or going on about, you know, modern day American politics in a 10-year-old Japanese anime. You know, it's like, what the hell are you doing? But every time you do this, you take liberties and you get called out for it. You are pushing the Japanese studios more and more to use AI to do the translations in-house, so there is an authentic translation. See also Seven Seas Manga, like they just sold themselves, was it like a month ago, and they were notorious for censoring a lot of their light novels. I'm like, well, why license it? Why license it in the first place if you're gonna change it, right?
I don't get that either.
I mean, again, this is not 1984. People expect one-to-one translations, and if the content is too spicy or too offensive for you, then don't license it.
Well, they're saying other countries are having the same problems, that the localizers there are starting to do the same thing in their countries as well, where they're like taking it upon themselves to insert stuff that wasn't there, or be cringy in their translations because they're trying to be funny, but it's like painfully stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, then you know, throw in these entitled localizers.
Bully them.
Bully
Send them
them.
emails shaming them. Okay, I hope people were sending you emails shaming you. I
Well,
normally don't say that, but you know what? Fine.
Yeah, and this
she set the ground rules.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. So yeah, apparently this person's like all over the place. This
Wait,
is
they're
going
moving to Tokyo still?
No, this was last year.
I was gonna say, like, wait, you tell everybody to shame them, but you okay? If she lives in Tokyo now, but she's telling everybody to write them and shame them.
Yeah.
What the literal hell? I hope they show you the door.
So apparently, this has been going on for a while now, and it's just,
we've covered stuff like this before.
It's going to end. I think all of this is going to end. I think, you know, congratulations. I think the Vic, you know, talking about Vic Mignogna, I think the Vic Mignogna situation actually blew the doors wide off on this whole situation. And I think the Japanese studios now are looking at the West and they're like, oh, a big part of the problem are these voice actors and these localizers.
I love that wide off. It blew the doors wide off. You're like channeling me there.
Yeah. Well, it's like, look, I couldn't decide what I was going to say. So it's just like,
that's me every day.
But no, it's basically you open the door for these studios to take a good hard look at what was being done at the West. And I don't know if they were paying attention. I'm going to be honest. I don't think they were paying much attention before. I think they handed the stuff off to the companies in the West. The West packaged it however they thought it would sell over here. They trusted Americans to make the right decision, because who the hell would blow their own foot off with a shotgun? Well,
these
California activists would. Yeah, because it's not their money. At the end of the day, it's not the translators' money, the voice actors' money.
Well, it's not theirs. They don't own it, but they're telling everybody to shame everybody to get them their way. Why should they take a loss in sales and reputation to make you happy?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's just it. So now they can do it themselves. Plus, they don't have to share. If the Japanese do it themselves, they don't have to give a Western studio a cut. They can just
so
bring
great
it
to
directly
go,
to the
Trina.
States.
You're going to cost a bunch of people a lot of jobs.
Her and so many people like her.
Yeah, and if she lives in Tokyo, I think that, you need to get your ass back here if you want to make those kind of demands, because I don't think it's going to fly.
I am sure a pink-haired, slightly chonky, Western woman, I'm sure she's fitting in really well over there. And there are a lot of people. I mean, I've watched videos of people that moved to Japan, and yeah, if you're not Japanese and you're not like a size 2, you have a real hard time over there. I'm just saying. Did you see something that, like, in China, they're apparently hiring token whites to work in
Yes, I
China?
thought that was hilarious. That from pictures like for business offices and stuff to make it look like there's diversity, they were
We have
hiring.
diversity.
Literally, it's literally token whites. They were hiring white people and Westerners to be in the pictures just for the actors and models just to be in the pictures, and then they don't actually work there. But they were trying to present a fake, probably when they're trying to make deals with the Western people. Oh, look, we have people working here.
Oh my
but
God.
they don't. You're literally the token whites.
That needs to be an episode of South Park. Token black comes back as token white.
There you go, token white.
It's because Tolkien. Never mind. Anyway, are we gonna wrap this up?
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.